Greetings, fanboys and fangirls. I am Mark Allender, aka Movie Pancake Boy, and this is my first honest review of Marvel's The Avengers: Age of Ultron. So the movie tells the story of Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr., trying to create an artificial intelligent hero. But it goes horribly wrong and he creates Ultron, who basically wishes to achieve the mission by killing everybody. So as you can imagine, not a good plan. But let's go through the casting characters. I will go through in the order that I see fit. First, we have Iron Man, aka Tony Stark. And Tony's personality in this movie is more explored because he doesn't care about the past. He thinks about the future, no matter how many times someone grabs him round the throat. He was grabbed round the throat in the Avengers by Loki. He was grabbed round the throat in Age of Ultron by Thor. How many more people are going to grab this guy by the throat? It's like, do you know what I mean? It's just like, but one of the constants in this movie, one of the constant storylines is that of Tony's actions having consequences. You can't just hope to fix everything with one big gesture. You can't hope to fix everything through technology. And he still hasn't learned that. He still thinks he can fix everything with a big gesture or his technology. And obviously, the world, even the cinematic world, just doesn't work that way. Next, we have my favourite character of all time. Bruce the Incredible Hulk Banner, played by Mark Ruffalo. Now, the Incredible Hulk, there was not enough Hulk in this movie. There was plenty of Banner, but not enough Hulk, I feel. Now, I know loads of you are probably thinking, what are you bitching about? What about that awesome scene between Iron Man and Hulk in South Africa? First off, that wasn't Hulk. That was some big, green, strong, angry arsehole that Scarlet Witch set on South Africa, right? And while that scene, don't get me wrong, while that fight scene is incredibly awesome, it's also incredibly short. So next we have Black Widow, played by the beautiful Scarlett Johansson, and she can kick my ass anytime, basically. Now, one of the things about this movie that I must say I did enjoy was Joss Whedon's attempt to hook her up with Banner, because they are the two people on the team that genuinely are monsters. You know, he has the destructive nature. Widow was trained to be an assassin. And that makes for a very interesting dynamic where they have a lot of mutual love and respect for each other, yet they know it can never work because, let's face it, if they had kids, it would either turn into a mutated Jason Voorhees or a bitch assassin. So, take your pick, really. Next we have Thor, played by Chris Hemsworth. And Thor wasn't really that present in this movie. And the one thing I don't like, the one scene I hate, is the jacuzzi of exposition. Because there is just a lame-ass decision and an excuse for Chris Hemsworth to have his shirt off again. And, you know, just why? There was two of the people that weren't shown enough in this movie were Thor and the Hulk, in my opinion. So finally, we have the leader and the arsehole of the team, Captain America, played by Chris Evans. Cap is the same as he's always been. He is a property stinking arsehole. He fails to see that technology could actually save people. And he thinks that you always have to atone for your sins. And I just don't think that's true. It's not true. So now we've discussed the Hawkeye, played by Jeremy Renner. Now one of my favourite things about this with Hawkeye's story is throughout the whole movie you expect him to die, and when he doesn't, you're like, shh. Unfortunately, they had to get rid of Quicksilver, which brings me on to my next character category, the newbies. First, we have the Vision or Jarvis. Jarvis is, if you've seen the other movies, you know, is the voice inside Stark's Iron Man suit. And he basically doesn't... Ultron shuts him down when he first materializes. So Vision, as you know, if you've read the comics, Vision was originally created by Ultron to be evil, but obviously it didn't work out that way. And he ends up joining the Avengers. Hence, the twins, the Maximoff twins, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. Now, this is the one thing that pissed me off here, that Quicksilver had to die so soon. There was no real reason for him to die so soon. And, apologise my cough. I apologise for my cough there, by the way. But, so I really don't get why he had to die so soon, but it really sets up the tone for Scarlet Witch in that she has to learn to go it alone, and that she can hide anywhere in a fight, but if she steps out during a fight, she is an Avenger. And that's a matter that we will see explored more in Civil War. And, which will be my next review, actually, Civil War. But, so now we have the villain, which obviously, hence the name, is Ultron. Hence the title, The Avengers Age of Ultron. Ultron is a peacekeeping initiative designed by Tony Stark to keep love alive, basically, and that's not what happens. He basically sees the Avengers as a liability to the world, and he sort of realises he can manipulate Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch because they think the same thing about Tony Stark. So if he can get them on his side, because he really hates Stark for some reason, I don't know why, it's not really explained in the movie, but it's weird because once again he thinks there's always a quick way out. So he is like Tony Stark in that respect, and he tries desperately to end the world. Obviously the Avengers prevent that, but still. So the final thing I'm going to talk about is the lack of Nick Fury. The last time we saw Nick was at the end of the Avengers Assemble movie, and he came in way too late for me. Way too late. and because he is a good character, and Samuel L. Jackson, who plays him, is absolutely brilliant. He just nails it. So he's really good in this movie. On that note, that's all I have to say about this movie. Join me in my next installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe reviews, where I will be talking about Captain America: Civil War. Like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Fanboys, fangirls, this is Mark Allender, aka Movie Pancake Boy, signing off. Thank you.